how to sell high ticket and super high ticket offers without a sales call. I have sold, let's just say on the high ticket end, $500 up to $50,000 without a sales call using these three things that I'm going to share in this video. So I actually wrote a book on this. It's called No Sales Calls in 2023. I'll link to it in the description, and that goes more into depth around this methodology. But this video will be more theoretical on the things that you need before you get into the practical steps around this. So first thing that you need, there's actually four things. There are three things and a bonus thing. But the first thing that you need if you want to sell high ticket or super high ticket without a sales call is some form of status, okay? A status or any kind of status, this basically is you have something that the reader or potential customer wants, okay? That could be a lifestyle, that could be results in a certain area, that could be, just basically being a cool person and they want to be like you or they want to work with you. So if you look at celebrities, that's mainly what they play on. But it could be, if you look at earlier marketers like Tai Lopez, he was the first person to do this very well that I saw in online marketing. But he had his really nice cars, his Lamborghini in that infamous "Here in My Garage" video. So that's like a form of status, right? Oh, this guy has a nice car. He must be very successful, right? And it must make a lot of money. It could be like he lives in a mansion, right? An $80 million mansion now in Beverly Hills. So that's one form of status. Another form of status is like your case studies, right? Your results. It's like a cop flashing their badge. It's like, here's why you should listen to me, right? Here's why you should comply. So you need some kind of status, and you could combine these things too, right? You could also align yourself with credible people or institutions, right? You could say, like, I went to Harvard University or I went to Stanford. So like the different statuses are, you just have, first of all, something that the person wants. That could be material possessions, that could be results, that could be alignment with third-party individuals or institutions that are credible. So that's the first thing. You need some form of status, and you could stack those forms as well to make it more powerful. Second thing that you need is you need belief. So the prospect needs to believe two things if they're going to buy something very expensive from you. The first thing is they need to believe in you. They need to believe you can help them get the result. So you need case studies, you need proof, you need things that show the prospect that you can actually help them, and try to get that as close to a guarantee as possible. Nothing's a guarantee, but you want to get as close to a guarantee as possible. So the prospect first needs to believe that you can help them achieve the result that they want. Second thing they need to believe is they need to believe in their own ability to do the thing, get the result. And this is why I have a previous video about this, like 2 or 3 videos ago. But this is why I like done for you services. And this is why making your offer as close to the Ozempic pill as possible, that's going to help you to increase the person's belief in their ability to get the result. Because the more you can take out of the creative skill set needed, or just skills in general needed to get the result, the higher likelihood they are to get the result and believe in themselves and their ability to get the result. So making your offer done for you and making it close to an Ozempic style offer where they can just pop a pill and get the result, then the more belief they're going to have in their ability to get that result. So that's number 2 is belief. They need belief in you and also belief in themselves. And that's why info products and courses and like DIY stuff are harder to sell, because they need special skills to achieve those results. So that's the second thing, is belief. The third thing is frequency. Okay, third thing is frequency. So frequency is just showing up consistently in front of people. The more that you show up and the more frequent you're in front of them, that's why daily content is good. And I did daily content for 4+ years and made a lot of money without having to do any kind of advertising, just organic content on social media. But if you look at celebrities, right, like look at the Kardashians, everybody knows who they are because they're so frequently showing up in front of you on Instagram, on TV, on every social media platform. And whenever they launch a product, people buy it like crazy, right? Even if it's not a good product. And if they're not already billionaires, they're probably very close to it. I bet if the Kardashians rolled out something like, hey, spend a day with me for $1 million, there would be people that take them up on that. And of course, there's going to be no sales call because it's the Kardashians, right? And they built up that type of relationship, that type of trust and bond with their audience because of the frequency. So if you want to simulate that with your offer, if you want people to buy from you, and not even question it. They just buy from you because they see your name. Well, frequency is a key part in building that relationship. So that's why people who post a lot of content typically make more money. Look at Alex Hormozi. He is probably the #1 business influencer online right now. And he only started posting content like 2 or 3 years ago. But now he's like posting, I can't remember the exact stat, but it's like 30 to 50 pieces of content a day. It might even be more than that. And he's so frequent, he's showing up in front of his people so frequently that I don't know his exact offer stack, but if he rolled out some very expensive offer, 100K, 500K, $1 million, there would be people who bought it without ever talking to him on the phone, right? It could be just a few DM messages back and forth. So that's the third thing, is you need frequency. The more frequent you are, or the more frequent you show up in front of your people, the more likely they are to buy from you without needing to have a ton of back and forth with you and get on a sales call and have to ask you a bunch of questions because you've already answered it with your videos or your text post, whatever it is. Now, the fourth thing, there's a bonus thing. Okay, it's very powerful if you can do this though, is you need real scarcity. Okay, none of this fake stuff anymore. Like you can't just say, oh, limited supplies. You need to have something real. Okay, so like I like to do like live groups and live cohorts because real scarcity would be we're starting on August 1st. And once we start, it's closed down for 2 months or whatever. And because there's an actual start date and you're going to actually close it down at that time, there's real scarcity involved, right? If you're selling a physical product, you could say, I have this really rare supplement or this really rare product here. We literally only have 67 bottles left. And it has to be true, right? It has to be real. If you keep doing this and it's not real, then people are going to stop buying from you. They're going to stop trusting you. But let's say that you actually have like 67 bottles left and you're like, we only have this many bottles left. And once they're out, it takes us like 3 months to manufacture it again because the ingredients are very rare. Now you have real scarcity. So if you can add some kind of real scarcity to your offer, that also helps you to sell high ticket without a sales call as well. So again, number one, if you want to sell without high ticket or super high ticket without sales calls, you need status. You need something that the prospect wants. Number two is belief. So the person has to have belief in your ability to help them get the result as well as their own ability to get the result. And that's why getting close to the Ozempic style offer as possible is really effective. Number three is frequency. The more you show up in front of your audience, the more likely they are to buy regardless of price point without having to talk to you. And the bonus fourth thing is real scarcity. If you can have something about your offer, your product or service that's actually scarce, and you can add that to your promotions and to your campaigns, it is certainly going to help you to sell more, regardless of price. Okay, so I hope that was useful. Let me know if you're selling high ticket without the phone right now. I've also linked to my book in the description if you want to check it out. But let me know what you want to see in the next videos. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one.